Alright, got some Polish beer. It's not the greatest beer. I was looking at the Beer Advocate. It was like 71 out of the top 100 beers. So, but it's what I got. Better than vodka any day. Let's go. Hey everybody. Okay, I want to do a review of a ration that my friend Steve 1989 sent me. So he tried to send me one of these before, and there was a catastrophic malfunction on the inside. In fact, he had one as well. And if you're looking for a good laugh, I'll post a link to that video down there on the bottom. But what he was able to send me is a Polish S-RG. Now, this is an ARPOL version as opposed to the military version I did last time. But it's essentially the same thing, but it is a different menu. And talking with my buddy Camel, his father is a Polish soldier. They were able to give me some tips that I might not have done on the original review. So let's crack into this thing. Now, except for the initial sticker that you see on the front, and it is in Polish, English, and French. So at least I'll know what is in this one. And you can see the date on there. So there's a lot of life left. And that's the only markings on this thing. There's no easy pull seal, but it is a little kind of perforated. So you probably could use these little tears. And it's got a pretty good seal on there as well. But we'll just take a little knife and cut right through the plastic and take a look inside. And right off the back, it looks quite similar to the previous one that I reviewed. And did a little sniff test. There's a little odd smell coming out of this, but it could be normal. It's been a while since I have done this. And this is like the accessory packet. We'll take a look at this in a little bit. Here we got some crisp breads. I just know what those are. It's the stove kit. We'll take a look at that as well. Now, this is one thing in the ARPOL rations I really like. When they give you a bag for water purification, they don't screw around. This is actually a really good bag, and it really reminds me a lot of the ones that the Canadians use, except for this one holds a liter of water, and it's able to stand up like that Canadian beverage bag that I enjoy so much. We have a little document right here, and if I am correct, I think one side there's English somewhere, and I'm wrong. This is all in Polish. And on the back, it is all in Polish, but it's just telling you what meal you have and what your contents are. So, something on that side. But we've got it in English right here. Now it looks like we've got 5 concentrate teas. So it says lemon, but the last time I had one of these, I had some raspberry in here too. So, but that is probably all that lemon flavor tea. And this is kind of concerning. I have a little bulge in this can, and it's usually, if you get something like that, that is a warning sign. So we'll give it a try anyway, and if it is kind of foul, we'll proceed with caution. Oh, the ginormous chocolate bar. And if I remember this right, this is kind of like a fruit kind of bar, and it's got like a little coating on here, like a flour coating on both sides. We'll confirm that in a little bit. We have another tin. We'll take a look at that shortly. We have one accessory packet, two accessory packets, and this one is slightly different. This one has an interesting fork in it. So I think we should at least have another one. Yep, 3 accessory packets. This is that dehydrated fruit, or if I recall, that's what it is. Another packet of crisp bread. This is some jam. You've got the, what are these? The Panzer crackers, Panzer waffles, tank treads is what they call those. We have some honey. And then we have another tin. We'll identify what that is in a second. Same thing with that. And a second packet of Panzer waffles. So, alright. Let me figure out what these are real quick. Alright, this is a pork luncheon meat, kind of like a Spam or like a pate kind of thing that you'll use with the crackers. And then we have this, the one with a little bulgy bottom on it. This is some minced pork and poultry ham. Now, this is going to be interesting because I haven't had this before. This is, let's see if I can find it on here again real quick. Where did it go? Sauerkraut stew with sausage. So, I don't think I've ever had sauerkraut stew. So, I'm kind of looking forward to that. And this one is meatballs and tomato sauce. So, those are my mains. Now, that smell I was talking about when I first opened it up, it's actually this. You can actually smell the fuel tablets. So let's take a look and see what we've got inside of this stove kit. And the fuel tablets are pretty pungent. I mean, you can really smell them. It's almost like one of these is kind of cracked open, and that's exactly what it is. One of these little foil backs had open. So you get 12 fuel tablets, a small box of matches. This is like a little handle to hold your stuff, your mains while you're cooking them. Get a little bin bag, your foldable stove. This is very much the same kind of stove you get like in an RCIR. And then you get 3 ginormous storm windproof matches. So that is the stove kit. Now the accessory packet. I always thought it was such a nice touch to actually add cups, so you don't have to worry about dirtying up your canteen cup and worrying about how you're going to clean it and all that kind of stuff. So that is a nice touch. So you get 4 paper cups. You get some citrus candies. These Dickies. So you get some of those. And these are absolutely kind of my favorite kind of candies. You get these Coffeeks. And fortunately, well, unfortunately, you can't get these here in the States. I've tried. You know, every once in a while I can find them on eBay. But fortunately, I found an Asian market that has an Indonesian brand. These are almost identical, so fabulous. I can finally get my fix at any time I want to, and that is just fine and well with me. So we have these are like moist towelettes. You have, there's, well, 2 so far. Get some water purification tablets. Two packets of coffee. And there's 1 sugar. I'm sure there's another one in here somewhere. Wow, all kinds of stuff. There's another moist towelette, so there's 3 of those. And there's 3 of these xylitol gums. They look like that they're all the same thing. It's dental gum. Two salts and 2 peppers. And you get a little Ziploc bag full of napkins that you can use for napkins or latrine paper, probably whichever that you want. And then you get a large zip bag, and it looks like you get a second one as well. So I guess you can really compartmentalize your chow after you've opened up the bag. And then lastly, you have another bin liner or small garbage bag for your trash. So this was the contents of the accessory packet. Okay, we're actually going to use a Polish mess kit that I was able to acquire. So put that there. And a tip that I got from another reviewer was to scratch that coating off. And this stuff is kind of a little toxic, so make sure if you do that you wash your hands. And we'll use one of these high-speed matches. Man. And try to get it right between these things. Yep, looks like it's lit rather quickly. And we'll toss one of these on and let that heat up. And all that smoke is actually the matchstick sticking out the back. And the neat thing is they give you one of these so you can hook it inside and pull it off when you need to check it or whatever you need to do. So nice touch. Oh, there's Alligator. You can tell that she's out here with me, and we'll let that heat up for a little bit.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.